One, two, three, four, five, sixth night. This is the sixth night of the reading challenge, and yeah, some old story. Be careful what you wish for by Jeffrey Archer. So this time around I might do 20 minutes still. Everyone stood when Mr. Hardcastle entered the room. It had taken Sebastian some time to get used to the esteem in which those who worked at Far Things clearly held their chairman. But when you have slept in the next bed to a man for months on end and seen him unshaven in his pajamas, peeing into a bottle and snoring, it's quite difficult to be in awe of him. Although within days of their first meeting, Sebastian had come to represent the banker from Huddersfield. Mr. Hardcastle waved them down and took his seat at the head of the table. "Good morning, gentlemen," he began, looking around at his colleagues. "I've called this meeting because the bank has been offered an extraordinary opportunity that, if handled correctly, might open up a whole new stream of income that could benefit Far Things for many years to come." He had caught the team's attention. The bank has recently been approached by the founder and chairman of the Japanese engineering company Sony International, who are hoping to arrange a short-term, prefixed coupon loan of £10 million. Cedric paused so he could study the expressions on the faces of the 14 top executives seated around the table. They ranged from unconcealed disgust to what an exciting opportunity might almost to what an exciting opportunity and almost everything in between. However, Cedric had prepared the next section of his presentation most carefully. The war has been over for 14 years. Nevertheless, some of you may still feel, as expressed so vividly by the Daily Mirror's leader this morning, that we should never consider dealing with that warmongering bunch of nip bastards. However, one or two of you may also have noticed the success of Westminster. However, one or two of you may have noticed the success the Westminster had when they signed a partnership deal with Dash Bank to build a new Mercedes plant in Dartmouth. We are being offered a similar opportunity. I want to pause for a moment and ask every one of you to consider what business will be like in 15 years' time. Not today, and certainly not 15 years ago. Will we continue to display the same old prejudices, or will we have moved on and embraced a new order that accepts that there is a new generation of Japanese who should not be condemned by the past? If anyone in this room feels unable to deal with even the idea of doing business with the Japanese because it will reopen painful wounds, now is the time to make your position clear. Because without your wholehearted support, this venture cannot hope to succeed. The last time I uttered those words through the clenched teeth was in 1947 when I finally allowed a Lancastrian to open an account at Far Things. The ripple of laughter that followed helped to break the tension. Although Cedric didn't doubt that he would still face opposition from some of his senior staff, and that